Hi, this is Raman, your Alberta real estate tutor. In today's lesson, we'll take a look at what are the different options if somebody wants to become a broker. So let's dive in. So who is a broker? The broker is the leader of the brokerage. The broker is responsible for making sure that all the activities of the brokerage comply with the Real Estate Act. The broker could be the owner of the brokerage, or it could be somebody who is managing the brokerage on behalf of the owner. Each brokerage can only have one broker. So, what are the qualifications if somebody wants to become a broker? In order to become a broker, a person needs to successfully complete the REAP program, which is your Real Estate Associates program, and do all the areas of real estate practice. So that means you'll have to do the residential, commercial, rural, and property management and pass all of those with 70% or more. They also have to successfully complete the Real Estate Brokers Program, REBP, and this has to be done again with 70% or higher. The person also needs to have 2 years of experience in Alberta as a licensed real estate professional in the last 5 years. And now let's take a look at what are the responsibilities that a broker has. The broker is responsible for supervision of associates and all the unlicensed staff that may be employed by the brokerage. The broker also has to check and verify all the trades that go through that brokerage to make sure all the real estate agents who are working with the brokerage comply with the Real Estate Act. The broker also is responsible for maintaining proper management and control of the documents and making sure they stay on top of the trust accounts. The broker is also responsible to make sure that all the business of the brokerage is carried out competently and in accordance with the Real Estate Act. So overall, the broker is responsible for everything that goes on in the brokerage. Now let's take a look at what are the career options if a person wants to become a broker. So once the person has completed their qualifications and they have passed the REBP program and they have all the qualifications that are required to become a broker, the first option is that they can go become a broker at the current brokerage. So if the broker of the current brokerage is retiring, for example, or they're going off to do something else, there may be an opportunity to become a broker in that brokerage. Now there can only be one broker per brokerage, so there has to be an opportunity or that role available in order for the person to do that. Now, if that's not the case, a person can also become a broker at another brokerage. So let's say at a different brokerage, you find out that the broker is retiring or again moving on to something else. So there's an opportunity to go into the broker role at a different brokerage. A person can also become a broker at a new brokerage. So they can start their own brokerage, or they may know somebody who is starting a brokerage and needs a broker. And another option that they have is of becoming an associate broker. So an associate broker has all the qualifications that a broker would have, but at this time they are not becoming a broker. So they're basically waiting for an opportunity and they have chosen to become an associate broker. And the last option is that a person can become a broker at a later date. So they can complete all the qualifications but choose not to become a broker right away. So they may wait for a better opportunity or better timing in order to go into this role. So let's recap. The broker is the leader of the brokerage. The broker may be the owner of the brokerage or maybe someone who manages the brokerage on behalf of the owner. Each brokerage can only have one broker. And the career options that are available to become a broker would include becoming the broker at another brokerage, becoming the broker at your current brokerage, becoming an associate broker, or becoming the broker at a later date. Now let's take a look at some of the exam questions that we may see on this topic. First question is, which of the following requirements must a real estate associate fulfill in order to be licensed as a real estate broker? 1. Complete the real estate brokers program. 2. Be authorized in all specialty areas of real estate practice. 3. Be able to be employed as a broker of a real estate brokerage. 4. Have at least 2 years of experience as an associate within previous 5 years. And the options are A, requirements 1, 2, and 3. Option B is requirements 2, 3, and 4. C, requirements 1, 3, and 4. And 4, all of the above. So in this case, the correct answer is D, all the statements are correct. Next question. Which of the following individuals is authorized by RECA to operate and manage a real estate brokerage? And the options are A, agent, B, broker, C, associate, and D, associate broker. And the correct answer is B, a broker. A broker is the only person who's authorized by RECA to run a brokerage. Next question. Pauline Yan has recently passed her REBP courses and is now ready to start her career as a broker. Which of the following is not a valid career option for her? And the options are A, becoming the second broker at her current brokerage, B, becoming the broker at another brokerage, C, becoming the broker at a new brokerage, or D, becoming an associate broker. And the correct answer here is A. A brokerage can only have one broker, so she cannot become a second broker at her current brokerage. So that's it for today. If you would like some extra help in preparing for your Alberta real estate exam, I invite you to visit www.albertarealestateschool.com, or you can give us a call at 587-936-7779. Good luck with your exam, and I'll see you next time.